Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here, and I'm doing Scrap Squad Sunday. This week's Scrap Squad lift is this amazing page by Julie Taylor, who, if you followed me for a while, you know she's one of my scrappy idols. And I absolutely love it. I will tell you kind of the things that I'm picking up on. There's this strip of paper, and then there's a colorful striped paper kind of at the edge of it, and then some strips that she stitched down, and then that stripe is repeated over on the other side, and then there's this paper, and one of these papers is repeated here. And then there's a whole slew of labels and tags and frames that are behind the photo. There's some mushrooms, toadstools. There's kind of an L-shaped area here that kind of boxes in the title. This is actually, this makes me think. I had decided on the title, but I'm seeing this and I'm coming up with a different title. So let me get a different alpha real quick. I know exactly which alpha and where it is. If I have all of the letters I need. Okay, let's see. I have this alpha, which is from Color Study. Let me make sure I have all the letters. I'm not seeing them here. C U T E. I've got it. I'm just going to call it cute, and we'll go from there. I'll put that off to the side. So, and there's like stitching, and she's got real thread there. I have some stamps by Tim Holtz that kind of have those tangled threads, so I'm going to try to work those in. This is going to be one of those pages that I'm going to have to build kind of over time and see if I can get in all the elements that are meaningful to me in this. So I'll kind of show you what I'm working with. I'm working with the Sweet Rush collection by Vicki Boutin, and I was going to use this side, but instead I think I'm going to use this, and I'm going to go ahead and put it down just to kind of get things on the way. I'm going to get my phone off to the side because I don't think I need it. I love this paper. This paper has the grid and the stripe on one side and that black scripty bit on the other side. So I'm just going to kind of scooch this under here real quick. Actually, I think I'm going to do the stenciling and then I'll put this on. The stencil I'm using is from Visible Image, and it's called Mesh It Up. And I kind of know that my photo cluster is going to go sort of upper-ish, and so I want this, and how I'm determining that is I want this green to show. So it's going to be about right there. So Let me hold my finger there and get all this other stuff off. And I'm going to take this, and what I liked about Julie's was it looked like she had done, it's kind of hard to tell. The resolution's not very good on the photo, and so it's kind of hard to see. So it looked like she had put had gone through a stencil like this with the color kind of going through the holes in the stencil, and then it looked like she'd gotten the stencil wet and done this is like, if this is the positive image, then it looked like she did a negative image. So, and I'm using here weathered wood. I had the black out in case I thought I needed it, but I think I'm just going to use the weathered wood. So what I'm going to do now is I spread some of the ink onto this packaging. I could have put it on a large stamp block as well, and I'm going to spray it with some water. And then I'm going to get a part of the stencil that I didn't use. I used this part, so I'm going to take this part over here, which is a different pattern altogether, and I'm dipping it into that water to wet that side of it, and then I'm going to press it down in a few places, okay, to get kind of this and I'm going to bring it down even to this corner over here. And I like the contrast between the part that was wet and the part that's dry. I'm going to keep kind of turning that and pressing it so that the splattery look kind of comes out around. So I think that's all the stenciling I'm going to do. I didn't want that to be a major time burner or even a major aspect of the page. Where is my, oh, I know what I did. I took my paper towel off the table. I need to open up another package of paper towels. So I'm going to kind of go down like this. I think it's mostly dry. It wasn't real wet. Okay, now I'm going to assemble my photo cluster. I'll kind of put this off to the side. I want each of these layers to kind of be slightly askew, not straight up and down. And askew in different directions. And I even have a white layer that I was using to kind of gauge what size I wanted. So that one's going to go out a little bit that way. And the photo is going to go here. And I will tell you that you can probably see that I'm still having trouble with my printer. And so that is all together there. Now what I want to do is start layering. Well, I have to put my my strip down, and I'm going to put it kind of like so. Oh, sorry. I tucked it under this area, and I'm going to put the other, before I completely assemble this, I have to put some other layers there. And I have got this where it's not straight, so I'm going to pull it out a little bit. That was tucked in a little bit too much. Okay, my other strips are going to come from these border strips that are on this sticker sheet, and they're shiny. So the stamping of the stitches won't show on those strips. So I'm going to put the stamping with the stitches on this strip, and then that'll tell me where I put the others, because I don't want to cover up the stamping. So let's pull the stamp that we want. I'm just going to have it kind of sticking up at the top and down at the bottom. And so the one that's up at the top, I could do this and stamp it right there, or I could do this more tangly one. Come on. And I could do it kind of like that, and then I could run the other strips around through there. I think I'll do that. Okay, let me put this one back in. All right, put that off to the side. And I'll get a block for this, and I think this block will be big enough. And I'll use my VersaFine ink. Okay, so now I need to get the placement exactly right. And there's a little bit of a difference in height there, because this is tucked under it. So I'm worried that this won't come out. It did come out, and it looks appropriately tangly. So now I'm going to do this with the tangle over on this side. Same stamp. And kind of the same place. Okay. And that's kind of looking like it's a little off. I might put an embellishment there to hide the fact that it didn't quite bridge the gap there. This one was a little bit slanted. I don't care that that's not perfect, mind you. Let me put this off to the side. I do need this stamp again over here. Let me get this glued down. Gonna do it here, and I want that same the same order of the colors to be in the same order. Okay, and then I'm going to put this here and then this right here. I like the contrast of this black. Right there. And then I'll have this because I want the stamping to show. That's why I'm kind of putting this out in the forefront there. And I'm going to do it with the, I'll just kind of do it off to the side here. Okay, there's my stamping. All right, now let's get, before we do the photo cluster, let's get this strip, and I'm gonna tear it instead of cutting it. Put that back, and then I have this beautiful black one, and the colors on it are just amazing. So I'm gonna do it longer there. Like that. And then I thought I would do another bit of this black, but I don't think I have any cut. What else could I use? I could have, there are some small arrows. Let's do this, and we'll see what. See, there's if I did that down and the stitching actually met, I would not be showing any of that green. So I'm going to come up, show the green, and right in there I'm going to use a chipboard thing, a chipboard semicircle that says "That Smile." Oh, and I've got this chipboard border strip that has arrows. I wonder if that could work. Like that. And then I do this, and then I do, what did I do with that smile? Oh, folks, I have lost it. There it is. I can put it right here, kind of off to the side, but right next to the green. Okay, now what I need to do here, I want it propped up because I'm going to try to layer these frames underneath it. So what I want is a fairly thick bit of adhesive foam under it, but in the center where it won't interfere with the things I'm trying to layer. Okay, and is this, that's the top, this is the bottom, so that works. That, and then I can squeeze that right in there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put this on. I never know what order to do things when I'm doing my own design, or when I'm not as much in love with the page that I'm lifting or the sketch I'm trying to do. Then it doesn't bother me as much. Okay, that is not where I want that. And I've used so much foam tape that it's going to be hard to pull it up. It's too far over here. It's covering up too much of the mixed media. And I told you I didn't, I wasn't as concerned about the mixed media, but I do want it to show. Okay, so we're going to move it over this way. And now I'm going to take this and put some glue on it. Let me cover up my ink and put it away. I kind of like how it's shaping up so far. This needs to go right there. And it is propped up by this, which is chipboard, so it kind of lifts that bottom of the page. Okay, now I want one of these frames to be here, and I may want it to be this black and gray right there, and I'm gonna cut it. These frames are from I think Discover and Create. And I love them. I think I bought 2 sets. Okay, so that's under there. This one I want to be kind of just under there. Let me cut a little off there to make that. And that will prop up the thin, papery notebook sheet, which is also from Discover and Create. So that's going to go there. I'm going to put it at a slight angle this way because the papery sheet is at a slight angle that way. And I'm not, that doesn't bother me a whole lot. And this can go here over like so. It looks nice over that. And I had imagined that this would go down at the bottom, but instead, let's see. could layer. I didn't totally plan this bit, and I do have some more of this, which I think I don't want to put a frame up there unless it's a fairly thin one, and this isn't thin. In fact, it's the thick side of things, so I'm not going to do that. I am, however, going to maybe place this. No, that's not going to work, but it could go this way. This way. Here we go. This can go there. It's in a different, it's not right underneath it, and it kind of layers nicely there. Okay. Naturally, I'm a little bit nervous about this one. I always am when I'm scrap lifting Julie. Her details are so perfect, and they are so important to the composition that I really, when I do it the first time, I get ideas and then do more casual versions of her pages later on. But first time doing one of her pages, I tried it. It's kind of like doing a recipe. I follow the recipe the first time I make something, and then I go off on my own and add my own stuff to it, my own techniques afterwards. But so this one is definitely a following Julie's pattern as much as possible. Okay, so let's pull her page up again, and there are some other, like some sticker bits around that kind of that I want to add. I like that says awesomeness, and I like having it kind of hanging off the side. There's a little strip of this which I think might be kind of cool just to slide in. Yeah, that would work there. Just a little tiny bit of that showing there. She has a bow right here that's a sticker. I actually made a bow out of some lime green twine. I've got this. Let's see what we're going to do down here. Well, actually, no. Let's finish that. I want to do this black tab. This is a good place and excuse to kind of put some black accents, and so I'm kind of trying to do that. This is from Color Kaleidoscope, and I love it. Here's something else that's black, but let me see if I can find something better. Note to self on this day. Smile for the camera. There's this one that says goofball, which I really like. And so where am I going to put it? I'm going to put it up here on this frame. It looks like I'm going to need some glue. there is a green arrow sticker that says happy place, and she's in her dad's arms and with her head on his shoulder, and that was indeed her happy place. So I'm gonna put that right there, and it's just the perfect color of green. Okay, I think I'm done there, except maybe I'm just loving this little pink bird. It's a different style bird than I may use down here, but I think it might be cute if I put it right there on that frame. It's the exact same color pink as her shirt. Okay, and let me use, there's also a little circle with an arrow pointing up, or it could point any direction you wanted, but I'm going to put it right there because it's pointing at her smile, which is just this cutest little toothless grin. Okay, I'm going to keep this, and I'm going to add this maybe in over here somewhere. Maybe like so. And then I want to add this sticker, which has, you know, we're forming kind of a an L-shaped thing. I'm going to have this, which has a branch, and I have a different bird, a different type of bird, although there's, is that too big? Let's see. If I did this, this is where my title is going to go, the word cute. So, do I want a big bird, maybe right there, where that kind of overlaps over this. There is this bird, which could be right here, kind of looking over at the title. I kind of like that idea. I'll do him this way, and I'll put some foam behind him. Let's see. I have my stuff just kind of scattered around. I have some toadstools, but they're red, and I don't have any other red in the composition. So I'm thinking I won't use, see, these are my toadstools. But what I kind of like is, on this sheet, is this sort of branch. Julie's got some leaf sprigs, and I thought about die cutting some leaf sprigs. Then I thought I'm probably more for linear kinds of things, and I'm thinking this sort of linear bit there kind of works with the stitching on there. I don't have any pure blue, or else believe me, I would use these dots. Well, there's that blue. You know, I'm going to do it. I love these kind of washi tape ink splatters. Oh, I love how that looks. Okay, so this I'm not going to use. Let me pull my letters and do my title. Okay, I'll put that off to the side there. This stuff over here. I have another kind of another washi branch element, if you will, twigs, and should I do it here in conjunction with that one, or use it horizontally this way? I'm going to try this. That kind of I like the look that's giving, so I'm going to stay with that. I could peel it up. It peels up really well. There was something else I was thinking of. Well, I'll go, this bit of scallopy stitching type stuff I think might look nice under there, and so it just has a little extra detail. And I'm going to put it with the scallops pointing up. And it's just layers and layers. There's the branch that you can kind of still see, and there's some things overlapping the branch, including these scallops, but I think that kind of beefs up this corner. And if Helen is watching, I'm sure she's happy that I'm paying attention to the corners. Let me put that. I had this, which has some strips. I like this, the sweetheart sticker here, and I do also like this black tab to go right there. Just an extra bit of stuff. And this sweetheart, I could put here, which kind of covers up that stamping didn't work perfectly. So I'm gonna actually, let me put some foam under it. and it kind of sits on top of that, and the stitching appears to come out from underneath it. So that's great. I'll put those off to the side, not going to use those anymore. Might find some things on here, and I have some small elements. I especially like the little multicolor stars on this sticker sheet. And here's another bit of this, and I had thought maybe I would use it as part of this cluster, but I think this cluster is pretty much built. I had thought about maybe using the coffee ring there, but I'm not. I have these strips that say different things. My eye is on the two pink ones, All the Good Stuff and Good Times on My Mind. I could layer another bit right here, but I don't think I need to. These are some small butterflies and flowers and leaves. I might keep those handy. Same here and here, just for small elements. So now I'm going to go for the title. So let's go to, I don't want a red C. Let's see what other choices I might have of C's. I don't have any other C's. Is that all that's available there? Okay. So we'll go for the yellow C. And then we'll see what our choices are for you. There's a turquoise U. T. I'm looking for a pink here. Don't have a pink, but I do have a lime green. Hopefully I have a pink E. I'm not seeing one. There's a lime green. I'm gonna take the, do I want to do that? Let's see how that looks. That works. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go with the red and pink, or orange and pink T. I like warm, cool. I kind of like that. And so I'm going to do it from backwards. Here. Let me lift this up a bit. I'm kind of alternating heights and depths, if you will. And I need a little bit of tape, a really thin piece of tape on the outside of the C. I think I have that maybe up a little too high. There. Okay, and maybe this needs to be a little bit lower too. Well, I think I'm not going to get it any lower, so that is what it is. All right. Now, I'm going to put the alphas off to the side because I'm done with those. But what else do I want to use here? I have this little orange tab that says My Story. And it can go maybe right here. And I like these. This is from Fernwood. I really like these, and I was hoping to use those, but I don't think there's any place that they would particularly go. So I'm going to put that to the side. Let's look at this. I thought I would choose my overlapping hearts from here. And my eye immediately goes to this big hot pink one because it picks up on the hot pink there. And then I have this lime green that can overlap like so and kind of become part of the title. Get that out this way. And then I have some smaller hearts that can go around here, and little plus signs just for extra detail. And I'll do a heart down here. How about there? And a little plus sign there. I love this lime green arrow. And I think I'm going to use it. I could use it there. I could have used it there. But I think I'm going to use it this way because it points to that smile piece. Okay, done there. Don't think I need anything from here. This little green says Loving Life. That's kind of why I picked this. I'm going to put it down here just as another layer in this little composition. I like these stars, and I think I'm going to add one of those. Actually, let me put this green one here, there, and I'm going to put this, but don't really want to put the blue one anywhere because I'll put a pink one here, and then I'm going to put a yellow one here. And oh, I love this. I'm going to put a tiny little bit of tape on the foam tape on the arrow part, on the tip of it. And then I'll let the trail stick to the paper. And if it doesn't stick, I'll put a little glue. This is, I know this video is running long, but I I don't ever do a short video when I'm scrap lifting Julie. There. I I just am so enamored with her detail and her artistry. Okay, I have used a lot from this. I don't think there's anything here. I would love using one of those little cameras. I'm going to kind of curl that paper so it's just, but I don't need it. And I've already used the word smile, otherwise I'd use this little thing that says smile. So I'm going to put that aside. And here what's attracting me is this pink butterfly. And I may try to work that in, like right there. This is not necessarily following the original what I do sometimes before I put things, when I put a butterfly sticker and I don't want the wings to stick down so that it's flat on the paper, I will take, but before I put it in the album, I'll take little bits of foam tape and put under the wings. And sometimes when you do it when the glue is wet, it kind of doesn't, the glue doesn't stick. It lifts the whole sticker up. But I don't think that's going to happen now on this one, because the sticker itself is pretty stickery, pretty sticky. Let's do that, and that butterfly wing will stay up. That's my my tip of the day. Be the reason someone smiles is kind of cute. There's a yellow butterfly as well, but I don't think I need that. And there's some cute things here, but I don't think I need them. The one thing that's kind of notable about this page is so far it doesn't have any flowers. What brought that to mind was seeing that flower there. This one had the colorful stars, which I've already used. Nothing particularly enticing on the rest of it, so I'm gonna call this done, except that I think I want some splatters. Or does that look splattery enough? It may be splattery enough, but I'm gonna try something with the black soot and add some black splatters. And I'm going to take a kind of fluffy paintbrush . It's not, it hasn't absorbed enough of it. It's not happening for me, folks. That is not the right kind of paintbrush, I guess. I don't do splatters with paint brushes a lot. There, we're getting some. I'm just kind of, now that the whole page is on there, is put together, I want to add the splatters to sort of fill in some of the spots that are just too white. And this black soot splatter is actually coming out gray. There was some gray left on the packaging. So I think that's it. I think that's all I'm going to do. And what I will do is kind of lift it up so you can see details on that. And this corner, I love this corner. Okay, I thank you very much for watching, and this was a fun one. I thank you for indulging me in this scrap lift, and I hope you'll check out Scrap Squad for all the other versions of Julie's page and many other scrap lifts. It's a great Facebook page, great group of people, and inspiration every week. So thank you for watching. Bye.